4:30 a.m. start this morning. Sluggish this morning. I didn't have it in me today to kind of bounce in here and start working right away. So I kind of like lazed around on the bench for a little bit, and before I knew it, I was kind of running out of time. So then I basically warmed up a few sets with the bar, and I thought, how do you get the most out of this session with the least amount of time? So I just basically put 60 on the bar and took it for 50. Took it for a ride. If you want to punish yourself, this is one method, man. I think it's just the fact that the weight's on your shoulders for so long. For some reason, man, I unracked the bar in a weird way. The shirt kind of slid down, and so basically the center knurling was basically like rubbing on my skin, back of my freaking neck, right on that big bone, the spinal bone. So that was kind of adding to the fun of the whole thing. I tried to kind of play around with it, but it's like a cheese grater. This Ohio Power Bar the knurling's quite bad, so it's taken a layer of my skin off. But anyway, got through it. But the time I hit 30 reps, I was really hurting. The lower back, surprisingly, right at the coccyx, was on fire. So yeah, I'm glad I got through that. That was basically the session there. I wanted to like unrack everything and, you know, put all the weights back and just head back in the house, shower and go to work, because I was done. Like I was really exhausted from that. But anyway, stuck with it. Ended up doing 100 kilos for 5, 140 for 5, 160 for 5, and then I did a 180 for 1. That was slow as hell. Just exhausted up, you know, at that point. But yeah, 4:30 a.m. starts. Haven't had to do one of these in a little while now. But yeah, back to the grind now. This is going to become a common thing now. I had a bit of a 3-week kind of rest from that, but back at it. So basically my plan of, squat, bench, squat, deadlift, day in, day out. I think on the days where I have to work and have like a limited time frame to train, I'm just going to do the squat. And then on the other days that I don't work, I'm going to have to, do the other stuff. So I think basically the frequency for the bench and the deadlift will go down to basically like, I want to say 2 days a week. That's going to be a good estimate. Maybe even one day a week, not sure. You can see here I'm playing with the bar. When you're hurting, everything starts to hurt really extra little bit. So yeah, it's interesting when if you're a paid professional athlete, you don't have these time constraints because your work is the training. But for most of us, we have to kind of work around everything. So I'm going to just basically prioritize the squat again. And then whenever I can throw in the other stuff, I will. But I'm just glad that in this last 3-week period, I kind of worked out the hip pain. So I can just basically put in the good quality volume. In this session, I did 160 for 5. I don't know whether you guys do this at all or not, but I'll sometimes go on the bodybuilding.com and go on the 1RM calculators, and you'll see there you can put in any number, and for any amount of repetitions, I think the repetitions go from 1 to 12, and it spits out your projected 1RM. So this is another little cool thing that I kind of like use to kind of have fun with. So basically, if you do 160 kilos for 10 reps, your projected estimated 1 rep max is 214 kilos. So in a way, you don't actually have to go for a training every single day. You can just basically take 160, which is 60% for me. Actually that's 80% for me. You can take 160 kilos and you can just basically take it for a ride and see what you can get. So if you get a number that's more projected than your 1 rep max, then basically that you're in the striking range. So you'll see in a second, I did 160 for 5, which I put that in the calculator as well, and it says that my 1 rep max is 184. So between 5 and 10 reps is my aim, basically. If I can get 7, 8, 9 reps, 10 reps, then I know that I have enough strength in me to push through and try the 1RM. So So it's kind of cool thing, but the calculator doesn't let you put in anything more than 12 reps, because obviously the higher the repetition count, the further away the estimates are in the formula. It doesn't really work that much. So the lower the reps, the better accuracy. But yeah, I was just exhausted today, man. Like, I don't know. When you do a 50 rep squat routine, there's like a degree of jelliness about you. Like the legs are kind of wobbly and everything's wobbly, but the good thing is everything's warmed up and you feel good, to go for it. So it's kind of like, the yin and the yang. Like, you want to be warmed up, but you also, if you do too much warming up, then you don't have the top end strength, I guess. So this is 160. You could argue here that I could probably get another 3, 4, 5, I would say. But let's have a look at it. Oh, maybe not. It slowed down a fair bit there. Maybe another 2 reps. So that's something I'm going to try and work on. So basically every day that I come in, I'm going to try and, attack a sort of weight. I know today I basically attacked 60 kilos, and that kind of spent me. But, have a bit of a flirt around with some of these weights around 80% as well, occasionally. The bulk of the routine is going to be, that 50%, just sheer volume there, because I find that cheap, man. I find that really, really cheap. It's really good to kind of get a hold of that, put some, good blood flow through the limbs. Oh, look at that. That was a grinder. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up here, get ready and head to work. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.